Hey, what's up everyone? Ashley here. Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies. Now, it took me a while, but I finally got around to watching the new Candyman film, which is now out in theaters. It's a follow-up to the 1992 film of the same name. It's directed by Nia DaCosta, who is definitely a director to watch. Her first feature film, Little Woods, which is really good by the way, came out a few years ago, and she's also been tapped to direct the Marvels for Marvel. Yes, she'll be part of the MCU. DaCosta also wrote the Candyman script along with Rosenfeld and Jordan Peele. So the new film picks up decades after the first film and follows a struggling artist named Anthony who gets pulled deeper into the story surrounding the Candyman legend. Now, before I get into the full review of the film, a couple of things. If you like my channel and you like the videos that I'm posting, please consider subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Also, feel free to jump into the comment section, share your thoughts about Candyman. I would love to know what you think. All right, so on to the review. Now, Candyman is a horror film, and although I felt it was light on the scares, it definitely offered plenty of tension and suspense, and that's thanks to DaCosta and her directing here. She does such a great job of crafting a scene, especially when it comes to what she focuses on in those scenes. There's so many scenes in this movie that uses mirrors, and she does such a great job of using mirrors to, again, create that tension and suspense, especially when they involved Candyman. The cast is also excellent. You have Yahya, Abdu-Meteen II, who plays Anthony, and he does such a great job in this role, and he adds so many layers to this character. Really delivers a very nuanced performance. He's had some really amazing roles over the last few years, and this is another example of his acting ability with this particular role. You also have Teyonah Parris, who plays his girlfriend, and again delivers a really great performance in this movie. I also felt that this new Candyman did a really good job with handling social commentary. Now, some people might feel that the film is a little heavy-handed with it, but honestly, I feel like, you know, it's not anything that's new if you've ever seen the original Candyman. It did tackle on certain issues, but this movie does a really good job of handling racism and gentrification and putting it within the lens of 2021. You know, so a lot of it is not anything that has really changed too much over the years. But again, it does put it in that lens of sort of a modern perspective. Now, even though I think DaCosta does a really great job of constructing this movie, it's a very well-crafted movie. And even though I think the cast is excellent, I do have some criticisms. One of them would be the pacing of this movie. This movie has some pacing problems, and the problems cause this movie to feel much longer than its 90-minute runtime. And I think part of it is because there's certain sections of this movie that move a little too slow. There are parts that feel a little, I hate to use the word boring, but it does. There are parts of this movie that feel a little boring just because, again, this film has some pacing issues. This movie doesn't really do a good job with developing the characters. And although I will say that Anthony is probably the most developed character because he is the lead character, some of the other characters really are just kind of there. And it would have been nice if, because again, this movie is tackling so many different things with social commentary and with the legend of Candyman, they're diving deeper into that legend with this particular movie. It would have been nice if some of the characters could have been a little bit more developed, a little bit more well-rounded to really kind of elevate this story. Honestly, even though I had some issues with the pacing, I feel like the biggest problem with this movie is that the third act kind of falls a little flat. And, you know, it's building up to these moments, but I feel like after you've built up to these moments, you get to the end of this movie, and the payoff really isn't there, which is a shame because I feel like for the most part, a lot of it works. It's just those few things that kind of don't work that kind of hurt the film. So those are my thoughts on Candyman, which is now out in theaters. If you've had a chance to see the film, let me know what you think of the movie in the comment section below. Also, while you're here, like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.